impressed with the way you handle that Dobransky business. Here's a man was corrupt to his bones, deserved what he got. I've worked with you long enough now to give you some personal advice. But first, let me tell you a little about myself you may not know. You know that I just returned from a mission to Italy. You also know that I'm retired military, fought in every war from Nam to the Gulf. What you don't know is that I'm retired CIA, ex-spook, trained hitman. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Remember, Stone, Dimitri will leave the church around 3 p.m. He'll have a limo waiting, so you have maybe 30 seconds to carry out your DPE order.
Don't you worry, sweetheart. I was doing this while you were still in diapers. And that's a whole lot of words when you could have just as easily said, whack 'em. And if Hunter hadn't gotten lost, I'd have had a little more time to set this up.
We're a government agency, Stone. We don't use words like whack. And complain to Crush about your problems, not me. Sorry about that, boss.
Just kidding, little gal. I got plenty of time left. Stone out. During my investigation in Pescara, I learned the Cosa Nostra was involved. Big crime family in the Umbria region. Gabe decided we couldn't afford to let them think it was okay to use bioweapons for family business. Their leader, Dimitri Alexopoulos, had to go. And while you may think Gabe hired me for my good looks, he really hired me for my skill with a scope. I had C4 with me. I knew that after I made the hit, I would need a diversion to help me escape. My plan was to plant an explosive down the street in the opposite direction of my escape route and set it off after Dimitri went down. Here's another tip. I don't use knives. Too messy. I like to keep my clothes clean. And killing a man with a knife can be a noisy business. Not good when you're sneaking around with a sniper rifle. Instead, I use a neat trick I call the neck cracker. Step up behind a man real close. Grab his chin with your right hand and twist like you're trying to catch a wet football. They go down nice and quiet. I knew that Dimitri would be coming out of the front doors of the church. There was only one logical place for me to be to take the shot, the tower across the street. I knew I had to make my way there and set up at least 5 minutes before 3 o'clock. I would use the tolling of the bell to mask the sound of the rifle. That'd give me a few minutes before they figured out which direction the shot came from. Seconds before 3 o'clock, the bell was about to sound. I steeled myself and got ready, eyeing the door through my scope. The bell would ring 3 times. On the first, I would aim. The second, I would breathe. And on the third, squeeze the trigger.
Ci sono state complicazioni con il maghetto. Perché nessuno mi ha avvertito. Compagna mia, la mia vita.
After I took the shot and saw Dimitri drop, I triggered the explosives. Running for life provides an intense adrenaline rush. Really, there's nothing like it. Except the incredible feeling of satisfaction when you know you'd completed a mission and done your job well.
You finished the mission in record time. Awesome work. Cobra managed to not get killed.
So, that's my story. Do I think about all the hits I've made? The lost lives, that they had families, that they loved their dogs? Yeah, I think about it. You can't help it if you're human. In the middle of the night, you sit in the dark and their magnified faces stare back at you from the blackness. And the fact that their deaths have saved lives, maybe thousands of lives, don't make it easier. But that's okay. You ever start sleeping easy in this line of work, you stop being human, become something else. If it ever gets to that point, you keep a sharp eye. Maybe I'll have a DPE order, only made out in your name.